Some mornings I wake up before the sun and sit by the window wrapped in my old robe, a mug of coffee warming my hands. The world is quiet, the sidewalk out front empty except for a stray cat or two, as I hear my own breathing, steady and slow, in the hush before the day begins. I step out onto the porch and press my palm to the cool wood of the rail, watching the first pink streaks of sunrise stretch over the neighborhood. The air smells faintly of dew and distant toast, a reminder of life waking up around me. As I stand there, I wonder, how did I get here to this gentle moment after so many years of holding on so tightly to everything I thought I was supposed to be? Letting go has never come naturally to me. I was raised to hold on, gripped tight to my job, my marriage, my routines, and my reputation. But life, as it turns out, has a way of prying your fingers loose one by one. Sometimes it's slow, like water wearing down stone. Other times, it's sudden, a phone call, a diagnosis, or an empty bedroom. The sunrise reminds me of the things I've had to let go of, and those I'm still learning to release. Yet I remain, standing here, breathing in the new day, struggling with the myth that letting go is a graceful act. In my experience, letting go can feel more like trying to peel off a stubborn bandage, uncomfortable and often painful. I remember the first time I truly had to let go of something that felt like a piece of myself, my long-held job. That moment was like being cut loose from an anchor, navigating unmoored through my days. Each day was spent wandering through restlessness, trying to reclaim the identity wrapped around that work. Maybe you've felt that way too, wondering if you'll ever feel whole again after a loss. It's a strange thing, grieving not just what you've lost, but the version of yourself that went with it. Letting go doesn't happen all at once. It's more like a slow, awkward dance with yourself. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Sometimes I feel brave, ready to embrace whatever comes next. Other days, I retreat into old habits. One morning, I found myself out on the sidewalk before dawn, unable to sleep and feeling the ache in my knees. I stopped and looked up at the sky, letting myself feel the weight of everything: fear, disappointment, uncertainty. That moment became a small turning point, an honest acceptance of my feelings without judgment. In that honesty, I began to see that I didn't have to fight to hold on. I noticed where I was clinging out of habit, not necessity, and began to make room for something different. Little by little, I learned to let go in small ways. Each one felt risky, yet liberating. I started my mornings with stillness, coffee in hand, simply noticing the present moment. I would acknowledge worries as they came and let them drift by like clouds, creating space for gratitude. There was peace in writing down 3 things I was grateful for, shifting my perspective even if just for a moment. I also practiced decluttering not just my closet, but my thoughts and expectations. Each time I loosened my grip, I felt a little lighter. I made connections by reaching out, no matter how small, realizing that I wasn't alone. I learned to sit with unfinished business, accepting that some stories won't have tidy endings. I made peace with rest, no longer seeing it as a reward, but as a necessity to recharge. I began to practice saying maybe instead of yes or no, giving myself space to explore. Spending time outside became essential, helping me remember I'm part of something larger than myself. I embraced change, knowing that I didn't have to hold tightly to what no longer served me. Over time, I found a quiet resilience within myself, understanding that I wouldn't lose who I am in the process. Letting go is making space for who you're becoming, carrying forward what still serves you. I often remind myself that it's okay to feel scared or lost. There's no perfect script to follow, but I keep breathing, keep noticing, and keep moving forward into the day. The sidewalk at sunrise remains a constant teacher, each morning offering a lesson in impermanence. The light shifts and the shadows recede, each day unfolds ready or not. As I practice letting go, I discover what truly matters. those simple, joyful moments. There's freedom in appreciating things while they're here, understanding their transient nature. I've learned that I am not defined by what I hold on to, but by how I live and love. Letting go leads to finding myself repeatedly in the quiet spaces, welcoming each new day. The sidewalk at sunrise invites me to step forward, to let go and to begin again.